Hi, I'm Zak.
And I'm Jules, and we're here back with Life After Prison, Getting Out, your guide to adapting to life after your release.
Yes, in each episode, we discuss the different challenges that we all may come up against once we first get out of prison. And today is a very special episode all about confidence and how to start to build your confidence again once you first get released. Jules, why do you think this is such an important and big topic?
It is an important and big topic. It comes up a lot because mainly the anticipation of coming out actually isn't what it is in reality majority of the time. And there's a lot of factors that suddenly come into play.
Yeah, for example, there's lots of pressure in your everyday life, you know, what you're gonna do for work. Have you got your bank account ready? You know, there's pressure from family, like what decisions are you going to make? Are you ready to do this? So it's like there's a lot of things that can come into question and really give your confidence a knock.
Yeah, it's very true. And you touched on family and friends, you know, being around them again, it's a lot to take in. And, you know, being around your friends again and being around a lot of people, you know, the hustle and bustle and the busyness.
Yes.
You got events. People want to go here, they want to go there. It gets quite overwhelming.
Yeah, and especially in those moments, you can end up being quite shy because all of a sudden you don't really want to be part of the main conversation. You rather take a back seat and be on the fringes, and it's pretty normal for your confidence to take a knock, you know? So as we do in every episode of Getting Out, we play a voice note from someone who's going through a particular issue. And today, our voice note comes from Ali.
Hi, my name is Ellie and I've been out a while now. I've had to move to a new area for my own well-being and get away from that old crew that I used to hang out with. And yeah, I'm finding it really difficult to get the confidence to go out and make new friends. I keep thinking that they're going to judge me because I've got a conviction. How would I go about making new friends and getting over that fear?
Ali, thank you so much for sending that through. Yeah, it definitely can be tough when you first come out. Myself and Zak both have struggled. But, you know, especially when you've moved away from old friends, old circles, your old routine. I mean, on one side, that can be really, really good and needed. But, you know, on the other side, that's super overwhelming. Like I personally didn't have to move or didn't want to move away. But I definitely didn't want to be around as many people as I did before.
Why was that though?
Just so that I had, you know, I had a closer network when I came out, and I didn't really want to be around as many people and doing the old stuff that I was doing.
Is that because that could possibly lead you back into the old lifestyle?
I think elements of old lifestyle, that wasn't a part of me anymore. Also, like, yeah, I had enough people.
And prison does help you find who your people are, right?
100%. Yeah, I think, but yeah, definitely, I wasn't the same person when I come out as I was before, so I didn't want to do the same things.
I hear that.
Go on, Zak. What about you?
So I'm with Ali here. I get it. I had to change my whole friendship circle because like 90% of us were on doing, you know, wrong things. So I had to totally break away from who were my everyday mates to literally find new people. But that's the thing as well. I found new people in prison that were like-minded. So once we got out, we kept in touch and we meet up now. We go for meals. We check on one another. How's things going? What are you doing? I started a business with one of them, you know. So like we've got a new mentality and a new sense of direction and a new lifestyle. So it's just about finding people that are like-minded and agree with that, what you're doing, what you like to do, the journey you're on, the space you're in. And that way you build new friendships, new networks. And going back to Ali, which some people can relate to, you know, you might be a bit hesitant to be like, oh yeah, I've been in prison before. just because of the fear of how they're going to look at you. But once people get to know who you are, your personality, I think that becomes irrelevant. Do you know what I'm saying? Even now, some people say to me, I can't believe you've been in there. Some people are like, I could tell. But like, it varies, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Like, how have people reacted to you telling them that you've been inside?
I mean, you know, a lot of people are shocked, definitely. And yeah, still to this day are shocked. But the more and more people that find out, the more I feel relaxed about it. And it's not as shocking. It's just my story, and it's just a part of my life. And a lot of people, they might be shocked, but they show nothing but support and love. And, you know, what I'm doing now is incredible, and I've changed. So, you know, people see the positives and they see the good sides.
And I like that. It's about focusing on the positives, right?
Yes. Yeah. And, you know, anybody that gives you the negatives and judgment and whatever, then you just don't give
It's a them problem.
Yeah, it's a them problem.
Yep.
And, you know, there are loads of ways that actually can help you with your confidence. And we thought, what better way in this episode, do it slightly different to our other episodes and throw it out to people that have been there themselves so they can help advise on this topic.
Yeah, so we put a call out through our network and across our social media platforms, asking people like us who have been inside for tips about how to rebuild your confidence again. Why not hear it from, you know, from people who've been there directly, right?
Definitely. So before we get into the advice, firstly, and really importantly, we just want to be really clear that it is totally normal for confidence to be low when you first come out.
Yeah, and we've got some amazing responses, and we're going to share some of them for you, but we just want you to know it's perfectly normal that your confidence takes a knock. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Okay, so our first piece of advice comes from Rich. Now, first of all, big up our network. The network is our network is a brilliant group of people who have different experiences of the criminal justice system. They work with us behind the scenes to help us with our ideas, with new ideas, what we're doing good, bad. So it's a massive part of us, and Rich is a part of that. So let's hear from Rich.
I think for me, something helped to build my confidence was I took on a role when I was at HMP Oakwood as a resettlement coordinator, and that involved speaking to groups of lads. And sometimes it was a group as small as 3 or 4. Other times it might have been a group of 15 or 20. And you know what, people like landing in jail, they're not always in the best place to speak to someone. So I think for me it giving me a chance to speak to people about a topic which I might not have been an expert in, but the ability to deliver that speech and talk to the guys gave me a lot of confidence in me. So I don't know if that's the sort of thing, but I think speaking to people openly helped.
Yeah, thanks for that, Rich. Really appreciate that one, bro. Basically, Jules, essentially what Rich is talking about is like volunteering, you know, putting yourself forward for a new role, creating an opportunity where you put yourself kind of out there, you meet and speak to new people, and you add a little bit of responsibility to yourself. I think that's what I'm taking from it.
Yeah, no, definitely, 100%. And we've had, you know, more people on our socials suggesting that volunteering and mentoring were good ways of building up their confidence. So it's a massive thing. I think he's completely right, and it's helped loads of people.
Yeah, would that be something that would help you?
Yeah, 100%, and it has done. In my role at work, it's definitely helped me when, you know, you've got new personal trainers coming in, and I'm sharing my knowledge with them and helping them and advising them on certain things. It makes me more confident in what I'm doing, and it helps me learn and me grow. So definitely helped me.
And that confidence just flows. Does that feed into like other aspects of your life from outside of work as well?
Yeah, Zach, it actually does, because, you know, once you're confident in one thing, you gain more belief in yourself in other things. So definitely knock-on effect, and also in your role, it makes you more confident in that. So, you're kind of just growing. So yeah, but Zach, what about you? You've done mentoring, right?
Yeah, so I'm currently still a mentor, but I'm currently also still a mentee. So it works both ways, Having a mentor can help you in terms of it's another perspective, and it's someone who's got more experience than you in certain areas. And that could be general life experience, or it could be specific in whatever in a field. But having that expert advice coming from a friendly, supportive, encouraging place can definitely boost your confidence. And then likewise, when I'm mentoring other young people, I try to do the same thing. They look at you and they look at you sometimes for answers to serious things that are going on. And sometimes you may not have the answer, but you can make that person feel better about themselves. You can give them that extra little encouragement and structure and motivation that can help boost their confidence. And you know what also helps as well? When you let people know you've done a good job. You're doing all right here. You're doing really well, bro.
And you're constantly growing and learning with that. So that's amazing.
Exactly. And that definitely can help boost your confidence. When someone turns to you and says, you know what? Well done, man. You're smashing it.
And when you're put in not comfortable positions, if you don't know the answer, that's helping you grow again.
Without a doubt, because then that's like, okay, that's something I may need to work on to improve and
need to learn
go
yourself.
to the next level. And go to the next level. And that's the power of volunteering and, the power of mentoring, like we've mentioned. And, there are many different places that you can search for opportunities to volunteer in your local area. There's many places that offer mentoring and welcome lived experience. And we will definitely mention some of these towards the end of the episode.
Yes, so on another voice note, more advice about building your confidence when you first get out. So you may recognise this voice from National Prison Radio if you were inside. So this is Lady Unchained, and here's what she had to say.
What's going on, people? It's good. Hope everyone's good. Firstly, I would say for me, I found power in a pen, but not only finding power in a pen, I found power in it. And when I realized what that power was, it helped me find a community of people that was willing to listen, that was also wanting to share the same story, that basically didn't want to go back to jail. I think I got too tired of waiting for change to come to me. So I had to become confident in myself, who I was, and re-own my labels as a convicted person. I had to re-own the label of being an ex-offender. I had to re-own the fact that I'd been to jail and my actual trauma and experience of prison. I had to reclaim that for me so that I can own it and find power to write about it. So I would say once I did that, I found a community of people, and that's obviously through National Prison Radio, Free Flow, and all of them things that I do. But yeah, that's my thing.
Wow. So there was loads of great advice there from my sister, Lady Unchained. Big up yourself 10 times. Jules, let's break some of that down for people. Firstly, Lady Unchained talks about finding power in the pen. We know she's a poet and a writer, and that might not be your thing. It might not be for you, Jules. It might not be for anyone else. But what you can do then is, try and focus on something that you love to do and put your energy into that, because it's something that you love to do, it's something that can grow into something, can help boost your confidence, right?
So find power in the thing you love.
Yeah.
So we actually had more great comments along these lines of do more of the things that make you happy.
Yes.
So that's incredible because, like you said, Zach, it might not be writing or art or making music, that kind of creative side. It might be something like fitness, training, cooking, team sports, whatever it is, find it and find the thing that makes you happy and the things that you love.
Yeah. What else to do in it than the things that you love? And when you're doing those things,
you find more things come out from that.
Exactly. And that's going back to another thing that Lady Unchained mentioned, finding a community of like-minded people, she touched on her writing, how it helped her connect with people who were going through the similar things as her. So you can find a community around one of your interests, and this could be helpful for someone like Ali and others who have moved to a new community or have changed their friendship circle. You can find communities built upon specific interests, from like football. Like myself, I got loads of football mates. Oh, you want to play five-a-side the other day or kick about on a Sunday? You know what I'm saying? You also got people that may be involved in book clubs, poetry, whatever it could be.
And these communities can grow, you meet more and more people that are like-minded, like you said. And yeah, that's the beauty, because you'll keep learning, keep meeting people, keep socializing. So yeah, I love that. So Lady Unchained's final point was about owning your own labels, which, is a really important one. Coming to terms with your experiences, accepting your past, which is not easy to do. So if you are struggling, there is plenty of support for you to help with mental health. So there's Calm, or even Samaritans is a good place to start.
Or if you want, you can text SHOUT to 85258. It's free for mobiles. And what that does is it connects you to a volunteer for an anonymous conversation by text that can help you with any mental health issues that you may be going through. And at this point, I think it's best to mention an episode we did on Getting Out about mental health, where we spoke to Wendy from Calm, who gave lots of great advice. So, I suggest people check that out too. Yes,
definitely check that one out. So Ali also mentioned her fear of being judged due to criminal convictions, which, Zach, we both know that this is a really common fear and we've both felt it. And there is absolutely loads of comments came through to help with confidence, especially about convictions. But we have a voice note from Kate about this.
Hi, my name is Kate, and the advice that I would give to anyone coming out of prison is to not concentrate on people judging you, because you're always led to believe that everyone's going to be judgmental of you. But when you actually go through the process, you realise there's a lot more people out there who are aware that people make mistakes, that people have different lives that can lead them to decisions or outcomes that they might not have normally chosen. And there's more people that will support you than you think.
So that was Kay, and a massive thank you for that. We did have another comment that says, be patient with yourself and remember how far you've come. It's your journey.
The two work really well together.
Yes.
Kate saying, look, don't stress about the fear of being judged or the stigma attached to having a conviction. It ain't that bad. People are more warmer and more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Receptive to people that have been in prison.
100%. And focus on the good things, because it is your own journey. But we can share it together because we've all got that experience. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's true. And as a matter of fact, it's actually not that bad, because like we found out on the episode of Getting Out about employment, where we spoke to Liz from Working Trance, employers' attitudes towards employing people with convictions are shifting to more positive. People want people with that lived experience in their organisations. And I think that is also changing socially as well. People are a bit more understanding. They're intrigued. Like nowadays, people just ask me about, what was it like? They want to know about this. They want to know about that. And I feel like for the majority, people are more receptive and open about things like that.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you, Zach. People are becoming more warmer and, wanting to, just being more open about it. So that's good. But it is hard and it does get easier. I found that actually talking about my conviction and having a conversation with somebody about it and talking openly and honest has really helped me, and not talking about it. That's what I used to do. It helps you normalize it and helps make you feel like this is okay and this isn't a secret. But, this has really, really helped me. And having these conversations, it helps me every day. So, I really, really try and use what I've done in prison as a strength and, turn it into a positive, feel empowered about what I've learned and what I've achieved. And, that's really helped me to move forward and feel feel great about myself.
Yeah, because it's not about where you've been, it's about where you're going in it and where you're trying to go, right?
And where you are now.
Yeah.
Living in the moment.
Excellent. And thanks for sharing that, Jules. Really appreciate that. And
My
thank
pleasure.
you to everyone else for sending in all these inspiring messages and tips and advice. Everyone that recorded a voice note and responded to our call out on social media. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And there are loads of organizations that can help you. And some of them are Calm. For anyone struggling with their mental health, you can reach out to Calm on 0800 58 58 58. That's 0800 58 58 58. They're open from 5 p.m. to midnight. You can also contact the Samaritans on 116 123. That's 116 123. But if you're listening from the inside, this number I'm about to tell you should already be programmed into your phone. And the number is 0845 450 7797. That's 0845 450 7797. You should be able to call that for free.
Also, there's Spark Inside and Switchback, which is an organisation that mentors young men. So, thank you everybody for listening, and a massive thank you to Rich, Lady Unchained, Kate and Ali, and to everyone who responded on our socials. You've been absolutely incredible. If you wanted to hear a bit more about mine and Zach's journey, then you can check out our sit down, which is out now.
Yes, really do want you to get in touch. So feel free to send a DM to us on Instagram and Twitter at AfterPrisonPod. If you want, you can send an email to podcasts@prison.radio. But if you prefer to write to us, you can write to us at National Prison Radio, Life After Prison, HMP Brixton, London, SW2 5XF. So we hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you did, Jules,
like, share and subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.